everybody. This is episode number 59 of the Unknown Games podcast. Welcome. And we're going to be talking about, actually, we got some hot news today. You know, Capcom data leak that happened. My partner Alex, co-host over here, just told me about that. So we're going to be talking about that. We also got some Apex Season 7 because we haven't talked about it somehow. We still haven't talked about it. You know, we love Apex, so we got to get on that. And then finally, we got, of course, new console launches and Twitch's whole mess with, I don't know, we can't use music. I mean, we can use music. Just make sure it's not licensed music. And then that's fair. But they're handling it in the worst way. Anyways, well, I'm going to introduce my host. I'm Adrian, a.k.a. NinjaTrixta. And my co-host over there on the other window.
Hey, what's up? I'm the Game Duck.
That's the Game Duck, a.k.a.
Quack, quack, bitches.
Quack, quack. Alex, the Game Duck. Maybe I should like call myself something. Should I be something else? Like, I guess I'm.
Sure. Yeah, we can do a name for you. Like I don't know, what would you want? What would be a good animal name? So you got to do like a noun of some kind and then an animal. Like dirty horse.
Dirty horse. Dirt.
Oh no, so yeah, dirty's an adjective, right? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
dirt
you're
horse.
right. Dirt horse. No. I want to be like I want to be the. Oh gosh, I had a really bad one. I was gonna say I could be a brown bear, but the brown bears and black bears are real. I like bears.
Yeah, that one doesn't count because that's like an actual that's like an actual animal. Yeah,
it's an actual animal, so it can't count. So I guess I don't know. Well, I'll just can I just call myself Pooh Bear? Can I be Pooh?
No, I think that's a copyrighted character. Yeah, you don't want that one.
Okay, yeah, I can't go to Pikachu. I don't want to be a yellow rat. Pikachu sounds so horrible if you put him that way. I'll figure out my nickname later on because I'll figure it out later on. So,
all right, sounds good.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining. If you're here in the chat, of course, on Twitch, or if you're listening in your ears right now, wherever you are.
Listening in your ears.
If you're listening in your ears, if you got the podcast on audio
or just only. Like listening around your bones if you have bone conduction headphones.
How do those work? Like, are those? Do you have those? I mean, you've got.
No, I don't have any. Have you tried them? You never tried them before?
I've never tried them before.
Yeah, they're all right. So basically, what they do is they kind of just go around. You just wear them like glasses essentially, and then they just vibrate. Well, I guess your skull, and you hear
your skull.
You hear sounds that way, right? Because that's all sound is, right? It's just vibration, right? So instead of having sound travel through the air as its medium, and then it's hitting your eardrum and it's vibrating your eardrum,
right.
What it's instead doing is just literally vibrating the bones of your head, and that's transferred into your eardrum that way, I believe, and that's how you hear it.
That sounds so. That sounds scary, but I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's
new technology. It's marketed basically as like running, like safe for runners, because if you have bone conduction headphones, you don't have anything in your ears, so you can still hear using your ear hole. That's a scientific term, by the way, ear hole.
Ear hole.
Yeah. So you can, if you're a runner, you can still hear like ambient noise, but you can still hear your music. So it's not like you can hear two things at the same time, basically.
Okay. I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
No, it does actually. It does work. Yeah, I've tried them.
It's scientifically proven. I'd like to try it though. That sounds really. I mean, it sounds really cool. So, do they run expensive, or are they just kind of?
I mean, like depends on what you consider expensive. I think you can get a decent pair for like $200 or something, which is acceptable for headphones.
For headphones, okay.
You're not gonna get like obviously just the best quality, but what you're paying for is just what it is. It's it's bone conduction headphones, so you can still have ambient noise. It's perfect for work, by the way. If you're working like in an office and you want to still be able to like talk to your teammates or whatever, but you want to listen to music, that's what they're good for, really.
Bone conduction. That sounds cool. So, we got that, and everyone, once again, like I said, thanks for joining if you're here, and you can always follow myself on Twitch. Two
Both,
T's.
Really, yeah.
Twitter at the Unknown Games Podcast, so UGP_cast. You can listen to us there and follow us, what we're talking about. And, you can see our Twitch names right there. You can follow Root at Root24 and myself at NinjaTrixta on Twitch. We stream pretty much every day. I think I saw you streaming, Saturday, Sunday?
I was streaming a lot this week, actually. Yeah, I was streaming Saturday and Sunday, and I'm not streaming tonight, but I'm kind of streaming tonight because I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's how it feels like to me too. It's like when I'm streaming on Monday nights, it's like it's not really streaming, but it's the podcast, but it's streaming, but it's kind of that thing. So, anyways, that's been happening. But yeah, we're gonna get into what we've been playing. And first up, we've been playing. I mean, this is all we're gonna talk about because we haven't talked about it all. Is Apex Season 7? Not like we haven't. I mean, we've talked about it with amongst ourselves, kind of. I guess not really too much. I mean, Season 7 is pretty huge. We got a new map, Olympus. I hope I got that right. Olympus, that's the new map, right?
Yeah.
Ascension, right? Or something. I think the battle pass for the season
is
Olympus.
Okay. Yeah, it's Olympus.
I think the season is called Ascension, but Olympus, huge map. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but we can talk about that. We got a new character, Horizon, and everyone overall. I think this is one patch and one season where everyone got not debuffed, no nerfs all completely, and no like super buffs. Everyone feels good.
Maybe. I actually really only play as one character, so I really can't attest to that. But I mean,
your character got buffed, Octane.
How
are you enjoying it? You got like better healing, right?
Yeah, they doubled his healing rate, his passive healing rate, but that's kind of it. I don't think they did anything for his speed or his jump pad. I feel like they should have, but they didn't. Passive healing is fine too, I guess.
What did you want them to do for the jump pad?
I would like just because here's the thing. I mean, if I don't jump right into it, but with the new character Horizon, so her tactical is the gravity well.
Right.
And that's her tactical. So it has compared to Octane's jump pad, which is his ultimate. Her gravity well, you can use it like way more frequently.
Right.
It doesn't have like the same utility maybe as like it doesn't have the same. Yeah, by utility I mean like it doesn't have exactly the same use as Octane's jump pad, right?
Right. I mean like because I kind of understand.
It serves like a kind of a similar purpose.
Like all right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so now that Horizon is like a legend with a similar utility, and that's a tactical with a shorter cooldown. Octane, his jump pad is like maybe not as appealing or not as competitive. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I've been playing a lot of Horizon. Actually, I've just only been playing Horizon. I tried her out, and I really enjoy her. But it's kind of weird, like you mentioned, is you don't get that forward momentum of the jump, right?
And you don't get the momentum, and you also don't get the speed.
Yeah.
Right.
And I find myself wanting both of those, but at the same time, it's like, well, why don't you play Octane? And so I'm like, okay, well, what are the strengths, or what do I get from Horizon? And I'm like, well, number one, I can heal in air. That's pretty hype. I can heal in air. It's kind of hard to hit me because I'm kind of like floating on it's solid for her to float on the platform and control it because that's her, I guess, passive or kind of ability is she's able to control herself in the air a little bit more, keep herself steady. But yeah, like you can heal, you can use that verticality. It goes really high.
It does, yeah. It's higher. It's probably higher. It has a higher ceiling, I believe, than Octane's jump pad.
It definitely does. It has a huge high ceiling. You can stay on it for a while. It lasts pretty long. And like you said, it comes back up, I think maybe 8-12 seconds. Like you can't just jump pad. That's his ultimate, So
yeah, it's one every 60 seconds.
Yeah, right. And I've enjoyed just going up there and throwing like straight up, throwing grenades down, popping down. When she lands, she doesn't take any. I want to say
she doesn't take any stun. Yeah, it's like the fall stun, right?
Yeah, she doesn't take the fall stun. So it's like really good. Ehe is up in the chat right now. What's up, my friend? Good podcast, very good podcast. And Scottish mommy good. We'll have to ask him what that means. Hey, you got to explain that.
He's talking about Horizon.
That's right. She is Scottish. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. But yeah, she's good. She's good. And I think that overall that it's good to see the 99 is back.
Oh, yeah, it's on the ground. It's on the ground. I now that the 99 is back on the ground, I kind of prefer to use a 99, but I'll still use the Volt. It's still a good gun. There are times, like if I can find both guns early game, I'll just keep both guns. I'll just use both, really.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good. And I got to say, I've actually been liking running both of them as well. Typically, I use a sniper rifle, and I thought that sniping would be amazing on this map, because I gotta say, this map has made me think more differently than the previous maps, that even when they have open areas, there's still a lot of places you can take cover. But Olympus, there's like a rock in any given area.
There's some spots in Olympus that are really, really, really open. And I also think that sniper rifles will be really important as people get used to the map. I also find myself picking up a rifle way more often.
Yeah, like because I picked mine up, but it's it's crazy because like I want to snipe someone, but as Ed has saying in the chat, you got a third party when third party somebody who got third partied.
Yeah, you gotta be really, really careful. I find that happens a lot to me in Hammond Labs, like in the middle of the map.
Yeah, yeah.
That happens a lot. We get killed in there a lot from just third parties.
Dude, the third parties are real. Hammond Labs, as Ed has saying, is hell. And it's like, so for me and my team, we're used to jumping at the far end of the map anyways. And it is kind of nice knowing that, more teams are surviving, but you can get third party, you get fourth party, fifth party, whatever. It's so difficult. But in the same sense, it means that they gave us a vehicle. I don't know if you find yourself using the the Trident.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself using it to cross the open field, or are you still running?
Like a little bit? Like we'll grab a Trident and we'll use it to get to the next area, but we'll ditch it almost immediately because number one, it's really loud.
It's loud.
So
you can hear it.
Everyone knows you're coming, like when you are using it, right?
Right.
And the second thing about the Trident, and this is my biggest complaint with the Trident, is that the Trident itself doesn't have its own health meter, right? Okay. So when your party is in the Trident, let's say it's 3 players, right?
Right.
If someone shoots the Trident, your whole team takes that damage divided by 3.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Because I felt like I was getting like damaged. Then they weren't shooting me. I guess you can still shoot people on the Trident too, right? Like you can do
right.
Okay.
So being in the Trident is honestly it's just a bad thing because like let's say you're going around like going through like a field or something, and then another team is like, oh, there's a Trident there. We'll snipe them. If that whole team has sniper rifles and you're just focusing down the Trident, you can shatter like the shields of that entire party without much difficulty. Okay. So you're taking basically direct damage just because the Trident itself doesn't have its own health meter, right?
Right. You think they'll change that?
I don't know. I think I honestly I feel like in my mind I'm like they must have tested the Trident with its own vehicle having its own health meter, but they must have decided that it was it was too good. Like maybe people, my guess is that it had its own health meter at one point, let's say 50 HP or something.
Right.
Let's say people were just taking the Trident and just like rushing into an area, tanking a bunch of damage and just being like a sudden third party. Because you jump out of the Trident and like you're full health, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Maybe it was too powerful. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, you can use the Trident with different combinations. I know some people use arc stars, like they just arc star the Trident and just ram it into something, or there's Caustic's gas. And
yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe that was a problem.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. There's some stuff, but overall, yeah, I find myself not using it that long either. I'll hop on it, try to cross slight distance, and be kind of stealthy with it, as stealthy as possible, and then just hop out and run the rest of the way. That's been kind of it there. Another character that got some buffs, and I think Mirage. I've had some issues with Mirage. F Mirage.
What's wrong with Mirage?
His clones have health.
Oh yeah, they have health
like
now.
Legit health. I mean, I emptied like a little bit of a clip into somebody, like the ult, and I thought I was like actually fighting a person.
Nope.
It was more than deceiving. I was more than bamboozled.
They said they did that on purpose because the problem with Mirage is that his power goes up and down as players get used to his tricks. So like when they gave him the buff, when they changed his ultimate to be like what it is now when you have all the clones.
Right.
People were like, oh, he's really, really powerful. But then they realized they kind of figured out how to figure out which one is the real clone or not.
I still haven't figured out.
Also, like Bloodhound Scan will give it away, right?
Okay, that's true.
So then people just get used to like, oh, this they know how to counter. They learn how to counter him, and then his power level relatively goes down. People know how to counter him.
Right.
So then they got to buff Mirage again, right?
Oh, where does this stop? So
stop? Like they said they have problems with Mirage because his power goes up and down just as people learn.
It's not consistent.
Right. That makes how to play him.
That makes sense, but because I get that they would do that and that there's health to the clones. That's fine, but I don't feel like there should be as many clones. Like I don't know. There's too many of the clones. Ehe is saying that they should make his clones fire blank rounds.
I agree with that. That'd be fun. I agree with that. Yeah. Actually, I agree with that. I think that's a great idea.
Oh my goodness, that would actually be legitimate horror stories from the Apex, from the battlefield. But I think that's pretty much. What was there anything else that has happened, or did you have any stories like that you've had like in battle experience that's kind of been memorable?
I've been playing a bunch. Obviously, I still play a lot of Apex. I think the season started off with a little bit of a controversy with the battle pass being too difficult to earn.
Yes, amen, amen.
Yeah, they crunched the numbers. Like some dude on Reddit crunched the numbers, and like Respawn said like if you were to just play every day, you would technically finish your battle pass like
halfway or something.
On time. You would still finish your battle pass, right?
Really.
But the problem is that they made the challenges pretty specific. They said they wanted to encourage people to play different legends and more playstyles. But I only play one character.
Right.
So the legends, the challenges that involve the other legends, like I'm not gonna end up doing them at all. So for me, I would probably not finish the battle pass.
Okay.
Also, some dude calculated they crunched the numbers and he said you basically have to play the game like every day, which is like fine if you actually do play the game every day, but I'm not guaranteed to play the game every day. Like I'll take a night off or something, or I'll be on vacation, or maybe a game will come out that I want to play and I'm not going to play Apex for a week, right?
Yeah, and that makes sense.
So if that happens, I'm just not going to finish my battle pass.
I mean, I had the same kind of issue with it. Saying he's fallen off the new map a lot of times. I did that one time for sure. It's scary as heck.
I've just like walked right off.
This map has some like little corridors that you just don't even know that they're there, and then like you'll fall off in a place. You're like, wait, what? But like, yeah, the battle pass. The first time I thought about how they did it, it's like 5,000 per star to earn them. They changed the XP to stars
to half. Yeah, and they changed the stars, and then they rolled out a change that made it 50% easier to get stars.
To get the stars, yeah. Which is better. I definitely feel that. But one thing I definitely did notice is that everything that was kind of stat based, like revive 5 squad mates, right, for your challenges, all those things just doubled. If you go and look at the numbers,
they made it like really hard.
Instead of like get 20 knockdowns with a legend, it's like get 40 knockdowns. It's literally just doubled. Which for the dailies it was really annoying. For the weeklies I can be like, okay, like I mean over time you hopefully can get those, but like you said, if you don't play all the characters, it makes some of those challenges kind of like I'm not gonna get this 1 BP. This is they want us to level up, and what I found from the previous battle passes is 10 levels a week will put you there with 2 to 3 weeks flat spared. Time.
Which was nice because actually last battle pass I didn't finish it. I got to like level 103 or something,
right,
but I didn't get to level 110, and that's because I was playing actually like so much of the timed limited events,
which they gave us a lot of XP, and that was good.
But then I wasn't earning like some of my challenges, like because I wasn't earning challenges, so I actually didn't finish my battle pass. Because one of the events I really enjoyed was the Flashpoint. Like I played all of Flashpoint.
Which one? Oh, Flashpoint was good. Flashpoint I thought was really fun.
When you didn't have any healing items, right?
Yeah.
So from day 1 to day last day of Flashpoint, I played Flashpoint. Like that's all I played.
Yeah.
And then when the Halloween event came out, like the zombie one, right? I played a lot of that as well. But then at that point, I was like, I'm not fucking doing my battle pass, so then I like stopped playing it.
You can't get a lot of XP in that mode. Khan, hello. Khan's in the chat as well. What's up, my friend? But yeah, I mean, you can't really get a lot of XP from that specific mode because the matches were really short, but it's still fun. I know that they did like a 2 times XP, I think, event towards the end of last season that was concurrent with that event as well. So it kind of, they were just trying to hope everyone would get the battle pass. I think this battle pass is like a week shorter as well, or something like that. It's
something like that, yeah.
Short.
So it was just tough. I mean, the first week was bad because the challenges were hard and it was tough to. So for one thing, the challenges were hard. It was hard to get the stars, and also like because of the stars that they granted, like you weren't gonna. Look, I wasn't gonna finish the battle pass.
I could barely finish my dailies.
Yeah,
that's all. I could barely finish the dailies.
Pace, right? But I think they reverted it back. They announced like last Friday or something. They basically said like, all right, like we hear you. Like it's gonna go back to how it was in season 6 essentially.
Yeah, which is fine. I think that's about it with Apex. Like I said, I think the biggest takeaway, everyone, if you're gonna be playing Apex Season 7. The new legend is fun. She's great. I think Octane is still really viable just because anyone who can get across this map in a dead sprint, Bangalore as well.
Yeah, as long as she's shot, I guess.
As long as someone's shooting at you, you got speed. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's anyone who can cross distance and has mobility. That's a really good thing. I think Caustic is still good. I think Caustic still holds his own.
I'm a little curious about Watson because now Watson's utility is limited to the choke points.
The choke points and maybe like the final rings kind of deal. I think that's a good point, Watson. And hopefully, I think we'll see the pros kind of change up the meta, and we'll see who's there. I mean, the fields too. The map is so big, Pathfinder can't even get across it anymore. I mean, he can still get across it, but I mean, not like Kings Canyon or not swinging around, jumping leaps and bounds. There's not enough buildings. He can't Spider-Man as much anymore, He's just he's normal.
I mean, you can in some of the flash points, like the chokes, like what's it called, like Bonsai Garden or whatever it's called, with the two buildings.
The two buildings,
yeah, and then by
Elysium.
Elysium would be an okay spot for him as well. Meiji Hydroponics, I'm not sure, which is next to Elysium, right?
Right.
And then what's the one that's like, I think it's just called the housing part, like the housing.
Estates? Is it Estates or?
It is Estates. It is Estates,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That place is. It can get kind of chaotic there, but I like it. I like how there's like a bottom floor. Every part of this map has a little, like I said, it's got a little bottom basement somewhere that you.
Yeah, no, it's WTF. Cool. Like I actually, I'm having a lot of fun with the map. I think it's just in terms of how it looks, like artistically, I think it's a good map.
It's a good map, yeah.
I'm gonna have a hard time going back to World's Edge, actually, to be honest, because it's just like
World's Edge. Everyone's gonna drop in and just die in the same places. I don't know. Where I like this map. I hope they give us a kind of more like a different mid-range map, like a smaller map, to kind of replace World's Edge. That's of course bigger than Kings Canyon, and this kind of maybe leave those out of rotation for a while. But I know that it's taken 7 seasons for us to get this map. Well, not 7 seasons, but what, 3, 4?
Yeah. So Kings Canyon is out entirely for this entire season, right?
Yep, it's gone. By Kings Canyon.
And then we're gonna have World's Edge and Olympus. I want to know honestly, like I didn't like Kings Canyon at all until the last iteration of it, like the newest iteration of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I find like some people really either love Kings Canyon or they hate it. Like my friends, they love it because you don't get you get third party more in this new map than you do in Kings Canyon. That's the craziest thing.
I just have like for some reason like I have way better gunfights in Olympus, especially like World's Edge has some good like gunfight spots. I just don't like Kings Canyon. Like
it's
swamps.
Claustrophobic. It's claustrophobic in some areas.
I don't like having gunfights in swamps. I like having gunfights in and runoff is fine, I guess. I just don't like runoff actually.
It's like like the entire parts of those maps, they're kind of special. Ed is saying that Gibby's actually good. Gibraltar's good on Olympus as well. I mean, you got your shield, so you can cross in safety a little bit, and then you also have your ult. So if someone's out in the open, they can kind of get them, on those buildings.
Can you put Gibraltar's shield on a trident?
That's a good question.
I want to try that. Actually, yeah,
that's gonna be our homework. See if we can do it. Con, I would like to drink up, but since I'm doing a podcast, I didn't bring my drink. I didn't have confidence that I could mute my mic and
you never have a water when you talk.
No, because like it'll have like the little slurpy sound on the mic.
Oh no, I mean I always have my bottled water. Anyways, it says yeah, you can't put Gibraltar's alt on the Trident.
Con saying rip my throat. Yeah, there we go. Well, we got a good trade-off right there. So we're gonna take a small break, and we're at a nice little moment right here, and then we're gonna go into the news. We got some crazy good stuff here, so I'm gonna put a timer on. It's probably gonna be for just like, I don't know, a minute. And welcome back, everyone. Thanks for staying here with us. You know, it's kind of weird in terms of me saying welcome back for everyone who's like here live. So it's like you never left, but for everyone who's, you know, maybe they took a break, you know, we're back. We got some news for you, and I'm going to change some things up really quick. But Alex, can you lead us into this Capcom bit, like just like what happened at the beginning and like
yeah, I noticed this today actually. So if you go on if you go on Reddit right now and you go to like the PC gaming subreddit, this is like a single thread. Apparently, so this was posted 10 hours ago. I don't know if you want to bring it up on your screen or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
What's up?
So it's just like this was 10 hours ago, and it's a link to resetera.com, which is a link to their thread. But basically someone stole, this is really what it is. Someone stole a bunch of data from Capcom. That basically just outlines, for one, it outlines like the roadmap for the next couple projects for at least the next year. And they also stole a source code to DMC2 and Umbrella Chronicles. Why those two games? I'm not quite sure.
Two games? Literally the games that no one, like, either are the worst in the series.
It was probably like
cares.
They were on some server that was not as secure, and they they could steal it and they yanked it.
They can make better mods for DMC2, I guess.
Oh yeah, the PlayStation 2 with this huge ass modding community share. Yeah,
they're they're out there doing it big.
No, but I think the biggest things to pull away from this leak, it's just to preface this actually, like, we don't know if this is true or not. I'm leaning towards this actually being true.
Yeah.
But you got to keep in mind, you got to take this with a grain of salt, that this is just like a random. For one, it's a thread on Reset Era, which is just then posted on Reddit. So we don't really know if this is true or not. But
I mean,
it's a little interesting, right?
So what we had was, I think it was, NVC. Nah, they ain't making that money right
NVC now. Dollar sign?
NVC infinite dollars, making it big. But so what had happened was, I remember I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I remember you had said like, oh, snap, Capcom got DDS'd, I think.
Yeah, so their internal systems got shut down, and Capcom actually did come out with an official statement. Capcom. Came out officially. It said there was an attack on their systems, and it was a ransomware attack.
Right.
And then now today we're seeing apparently a lot of stuff gotten leaked. So I don't know. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, is it related? That's
a good question. Like, did they put that there, and while the defenses were down,
did the attackers did Capcom like refuse to pay the ransom, and they were like, okay, fine, then we're gonna leak all this stuff.
I mean, so just going down this list here, as you said, it's definitely a roadmap, and some of the stuff we know about, and some of it we definitely don't know about. Number one, the plan for Resident Evil 8 Villages release is late April 2021, which I guess would be sooner than we kind of thought, but not too out of ordinary. I think last time, they have a history of releasing either in the fall or spring, like RE4 or something like that. But here's the big one, and you had to point this out to me because I didn't even think about it. And is Monster Hunter Rise and Stories 2 for PC.
Yeah, well, because those were announced at the Nintendo Direct Mini back a month ago or 2 months ago, or something like that, right?
I mean, for a lot of people, Monster Hunter Rise was the reason, if you're going to get a Switch, if you haven't gotten one yet, like me, and another friend I know, we were just like, okay, we don't have a Switch yet, but, we will pony up for some Monster Hunter. I've done it before. I bought a 3DS for Monster Hunter 4. I will do it. I love them. I will play it. But a lot of people are like, okay, we've gotten so used to World and so used to like just playing it on a full-size controller and just having fun with it in this way, better graphics, frame rate, whatever. It's not that people hate it on the Switch, but just knowing that it didn't have to be, I guess, it
Well, I
could
guess
be
it
on
won't
both.
be.
It
Yeah.
won't, yeah.
So it's just going to be a timed exclusive for the Switch,
right,
I guess.
Right. So that's one thing. Another thing that's happening is the new Switch exclusive IP under the codename Guillotine or Monster Hunter. No, sorry, multiplayer RE. That seems to be like a battle royale.
That seems like a bad idea.
This seems like a bad idea.
If it's going to be a Switch exclusive, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, Resident Evil Switch exclusive monster
battle royale.
Battle royale.
That seems okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, that seems fake. Like that just seems ridiculous. Sus. Yeah, well, that seems ridiculous.
What was the other one that they had that came out with RE2's multiplayer?
RE3.
RE3. Sorry, RE3. Is that still happening? I mean, not still happening.
No.
It launched, but
it's part of the game. Yeah.
Do people play it?
I don't know if people play it, but it's a thing that you can play. Like it was part of 3.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a Switch exclusive. That was,
Yeah, that's true.
Everything that wasn't Switch, but yeah,
that's true. You also mentioned that, they mentioned that there's Ace Attorney collection. You said that there's 1, 2, and 3 which have already been made, but this is going to
years
cover...
ago. Yeah, like years ago.
It's like
it's on 3DS. It's on 3DS, Apple, iOS, Steam, Switch. It's on like everything.
Everything under the sun that it can be on. So this would be like the last in the collection, I guess, would be 4, 5, and 6.
Probably, yeah, or it could be the Apollo Justice games or something like that.
Yeah. I think Ehe in the chat just realized that one RE tactical shooter is Umbrella Chronicles.
No, is it Umbrella?
Wait, is that the Wii game?
Yeah, Umbrella Chronicles is the Wii game.
Is the Wii game with the light gun shooter? That actually wasn't that bad. Actually, I say it was all right. It was all right. That was back when Sin and Punishment 2, and I think there was some Dead Space Extraction. Those were actually pretty good. I gotta say, RE4 VR for Oculus.
That's cool. So there were rumors that there's going to be a remake of 4 because we have a remake of 2 and 3, right?
Which would make sense, and they haven't.
If this is true, then it's not a remake at all. Then I guess it's just a VR game.
That would be kind of weird. I can't see 4 done in VR. It just changes the entire gameplay system.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird. Yeah, you're right. But we'll see.
We'll see. There's some other juicy things in here, like a WikiLeaks kind of deal. Sony paid Capcom $5 million for Resident Evil 7 VR mode, timed exclusivity for the DLC, and the demo exclusivity. And then Google paid Capcom $10 million to bring RE7 and Village over to Stadia.
That's money in the bag for Capcom right there.
Hey. Yeah. Get that money. Get money, get paid. Fast money. Quick money.
Yeah. What? No.
Big money.
Sure.
Got it. There we go. And then apparently some new multiplayer shooter codename Shield.
Maybe it's an Avengers game.
Right? It feels like it. 2022
no,
Avengers, Shield, Nick Fury, we got it coming out. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But he's saying, I had in the chat saying, here it is. It's called Umbrella Corps.
Yeah, it launched like 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very good, but
so we'll see what happens with this data. I don't know if anything's going to come from it, if it's like legit or not. I'm hoping it's not. Just anytime. I think the last time we've had this that I remember in terms of it being really huge and really big was during but was it Valve? Was the source code for Half-Life 2? I remember that was a huge deal at the time.
When Half-Life 2 leaked, that was a long time. That was like 10 years ago, man.
I know. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
10 years ago. That's all I remember, man. I can't recall. Has it happened like in the 10 years since Half-Life? I'm sure it has.
Yeah.
Do you remember any cases?
Watch Dogs Legion's source code got leaked.
Okay.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
For anyone who's playing Watch Dogs Legions. Wow, Legions. I don't know if that sucks.
It
doesn't affect them, but
it's just the source code. Yeah, it's just the source code. It's not like you can play I guess you could play the game if you compiled it, but still, like, source code doesn't equal. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it doesn't equal like they're gonna. It's like a closed ecosystem. You know what I mean?
It like lets you take a look at the code though, and to be like, oh, this is how the game ticks. This is the heart of the game. Mm-hmm. So I mean, from I guess from a modder point of view, if you want to just see how the game works, then you probably would be interested in the source code.
Right, right.
And also, if you're just a programmer and you're like, oh, how are AAA games made? You might want to take a look at it.
Putting that educational spin on it.
Yeah, but I mean, for Ubisoft, it is their intellectual property. Like that is their technically it's their company property, right?
Right, right.
It's an asset that just got leaked on the internet. So when you look at it from a legal point of view, then yeah, I guess it sucks for Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's very true. And then moving on, last week, not that either of us were able to participate in this cultural worldwide event of new consoles coming out, but were you at least excited? Did you like shout for joy when the Xbox came out here? Did you like jump up and like throw your controller and be like, I'm getting a PS5?
Yeah, I like ripped my video card out of my PC and threw it out the window. I'm like, get out of here.
It's like, I don't need it, man. This is garbage.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, it's exciting for those who are really looking forward to the PS5 or the Xbox, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Next gen, that's cool. I guess I'm probably not gonna buy a PS5 for at least a year, but
until it slims down, it loses weight.
It's so big. It's so big. It's such a big console.
So you actually went and you've actually seen the. I guess
I saw a dummy model. Yeah,
a dummy model. I went out last weekend trying to find a dummy model, but
did you go to Akihabara? Because there's just like
no. I was just around my little area, but I didn't see any. So
yeah. It's just big.
Is it really that big, or is it just because we're small? It's gonna be everyone's torso.
We're small. No, yeah, because we're actually children. Yeah, no,
we're actually small kids.
Do you remember the PS3 Fat?
Yeah. Which wasn't that big to me.
So picture a PS3
it's
Fat.
Heavy, but not big.
Picture PS3 Fat. Now times that by like 1.3, and that's the PS5.
That seems horribly big still.
Yeah, it's really big. Yeah, it's a big console.
It still seems like, oh my goodness. I don't know, man. It's a kind of a thing where I'm just thinking to myself, people really were excited. I mean, I was excited, but
$32,000. You could buy like the pimpest gaming PC for that.
You could buy anything for that. $32K. Give me a car, man.
That's a car. That actually is a car. That actually is a car. Yeah.
Give me a car. Down payment on a house. Anything.
Yeah. You could build like the pimpest gaming PC. We're talking like two 3090s. Fucking like Ryzen Threadripper 64 core CPU.
Yo, no. Just deck your room out. Just deck the room.
Anime figures.
Anime figures, everything. Like, so I mean, I camped out for the PlayStation 3, and I was, I got it day one, and sometimes my friends, they would tell me like, dude, you were so dumb. Why didn't you just sell that mug and then come back around and get you two? Because at that time, they were selling for, of course, you bought a PS5 or PS3. It was like $600, right? $600.
Sure, yeah. That's pretty expensive, yeah.
That day, they were going easily for $1,200.
That's madness.
Scalp people? $1,200, $1,800.
That blows my mind that people would do that.
Like, I do. Is it someone? 32,000. I mean, I saw here in Japan, I was looking and I saw but I saw the consoles for PS5 around $1,800, like US dollars.
$1,800.
Yeah, US dollars.
No, just buy a 3090 at that price.
But oh my goodness, like this is insane. And there's definitely been on Twitter and people have just been like, yo, I really wanted this.
Why
new
do you
console.
need like what? Do you like I have to play Demon Souls now?
Hey, no. You know the craziest thought in my head on Saturday is I left this house going, you know what? Because like in Japan, I don't know how many units they got. I feel like it's very few, but
it's probably not that many, compared to America.
Yeah, they said that they would not have, and I think it's worldwide, but definitely Japan. They will not have units in stores. Like they weren't going to have them on launch day. That's what they said. So I was like, okay, maybe they got some now. Maybe they got like 2 in the back. Maybe
in the back, in the mystical back.
Maybe someone doesn't want it. Maybe I can get it. So if I see it, I had an image of myself just standing in front of a PS5 going, should I buy it? I want to play Demon Souls.
Would you buy if you walked into a store?
I was determined I was gonna buy it.
You're like, oh, I'll buy a PS5. Sure.
I would have done it, and I've been like, I got this big box now. I could have bought a new phone. I tried out the new iPhone 12.
Yeah,
and
sure.
the mini. It's really nice.
The mini, 12 mini, you like it?
Yeah, the mini was nice. It's not as small as my 4S, of course. I guess it's more akin to like a 5 or 5S or whatever.
Yeah, it actually is smaller than the iPhone 10, just a tiny bit.
But the good thing is that it's not. We're talking about iPhones now, but the good thing about the size is that it's not like the thin bar. I don't like it being like I think the 5 for me was too slim and tall at the same time.
I didn't like that. This is like just chunkier, right?
It's a little bit chunkier.
It's a little stout, is what we'll call it. Yeah,
it's a little stout.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's congratulations to Microsoft and Sony for launching their new consoles. And apparently, gaming in the third quarter of this year has been up by people have spent $11.2 billion on games from July through September, which is
that makes sense. Yeah,
a 24% jump. So COVID, we're all in. We're streaming now. We didn't stream before the pandemic, but we're sure as heck streaming during it. Whenever it ends, whenever.
Maybe when that vaccine gets distributed next year.
Yeah. So that's definitely a thing. But I did have a friend now, and I know we got the console gaming crew. They've opened up both a PS5 and an Xbox Series X, and I gotta say it's real. Like the packaging for the Series X is really nice. It's like a Christmas.
Yeah, no,
present.
I think Microsoft honestly did a really good job with the consoles. They're great. I just speaking like what's the word, like as unbiased as possible. Like I think the two consoles are really compelling. I would personally get an X just because that's the gamer that I am. But the S being priced that low is it's tempting. So good. Yeah,
it's tempting, but then you got to realize you install Call of Duty and you got like 100 gigs left. You got, if you're one of those players, you're going to need to shell out
I think the overlap of people that buy Xboxes are probably just a lot of people that are going to be playing Call of Duty, but yeah.
The Call of Duty bros.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. So that's a thing. I will say I've been seeing a lot of good stuff about Sony's, at least the controller. It seems to go one way. Sony, you have some great exclusives. Microsoft, we think you're going to have great exclusives coming up. But Sony, your controller is on fire. Like, I don't know how you did this, but it's pretty amazing that the whole rumble and the haptic feedback, and then also the adaptive triggers, just how all that stuff is working together. It feels next gen, and that's the thing. And on the other hand, of course, Xbox has Game Pass, and so we'll see how all that works out. Now, I still want to play some Demon Souls. F everything, man. Demon Souls.
I'll get Demon Souls. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when I do get a PS5, like whenever that is, like, I'll get Demon Souls for sure.
Demon Souls.
I just don't know what else I'm going to be playing on the PS5 right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did find this one story, and before we move on from next gen stuff, this was actually really funny. I'm sorry. It popped up on my phone and I was like, okay, what is this? This is some type of so this basketball player, sorry, I called him this basketball player, a basketball player by the name of Jamal Murray, because I don't watch basketball anymore. I'm sorry. Apparently he wanted a PS5 while he was recovering from his wisdom tooth surgery.
Nice.
So a wonderful Canadian rock band fella helped him out. And
wait, which Canadian rock band does it say in the article?
Yes, I think it does. Let me come down. This is he's from the Denver Nuggets. But the person who gave it to him was the lead singer from the band Arkells. Arkells?
I don't know. I don't know who that is, but
Arkells?
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So this is literally, he posted a TikTok of this. This TikTok cracked me up. It cracked me up. If I can I full screen? I can't full screen because I'm already full screened. Anyways, everyone, y'all can enjoy this. Look at this. When your guy gets his wisdom tooth out, this man just posted I need a PS5. Someone get me a PS5.
Who has
audio?
Who has a spare PS5?
This man had a spare PS5. And he's like, I got you. I got you. It's like, bro, you have an extra one, or is that your only one? The band all got one. So some celebrities, we saw a lot of people on Twitter.
Each got one?
Each person in this band got a PS5.
All right, well, that's cool.
And so he's like, I don't have time to play one right now. It's all yours. We can figure out how to get it to you this weekend. And so he literally gave it to an Uber driver. You put it in Uber and trust. You put it in Uber and trust. I don't know. This grammar is off. You put it in Uber and trust.
Oh, yeah, true. I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
I kept trying to read it.
Uber. You put it in Uber.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that definitely happened. And anyways, he got it. Jamal, I know you're on the timeline, so, hit it up. Enjoy.
I don't know. What are you playing?
I don't know. He probably, would it be bad if he got him 2K?
I don't know.
Like maybe. A basketball game? I mean, I guess basketball players play basketball games, right?
I mean, maybe? Yeah, but is it wrong to assume that basketball players like playing basketball video games?
That's a very good question. Probably it's wrong. It's probably wrong. Maybe he's playing Demon's Souls.
I mean, that's why
Spider-Man. He's playing Miles Morales. He gotta be playing that, right? I don't know. Anyways, and so some people might be getting some mix-ups on their PlayStation. We're gonna move on to Twitch, which, I mean, have you been affected by this or have you been following this story?
No, not at all. I got the email from Twitch being like, "Hey, here's what's going on with DMCA, like whatever," but I didn't get like any kind of copyright strikes or anything.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any either. I try to keep it as non-copyrighted as possible, but it kind of goes to the extent of like what exactly is copyrighted. Like the music in your games technically is copyrighted when you're streaming it. Can you get flagged for that? It's been kind of growing. They've said that they've had fewer than 50 each year.
Now it's a lot.
And now it's like beginning in May of this year, it's like in its thousands. And they didn't really give streamers too many options. They said like, hey, we'll give you we got them to stop for 3 days and we're going to give you the tools, which they kind of
didn't. No, they didn't.
They didn't. They gave you a tool that said delete all your clips.
Yeah, that's all it is. And if you're a streamer, if you're a full-time streamer, and you stream like multiple times a week,
yeah,
you probably have like hundreds and maybe thousands of clips, right? And that's that's your online presence. That would be like an Instagram model just being like, okay, delete every single post you've ever made.
Yep.
Like if you're a streamer, like that is your brand essentially. That's your business. And to just be like, oh yeah, just delete all your clips.
Delete them. You can't even take them. And I know I was watching Harris Hiller on his YouTube channel. He was really upset about it because they didn't really offer any type of. And saying, yeah, it'd be funny if you got DMC when I sing Mr. Brightside that one time. But he was saying that even deleted clips are still getting DMCA strike.
That's pretty messed up though. Yeah.
And so what do you do when that's still happening? So just to give the full kind of quote here from Twitch is, until May of this year, streamers received fewer than 50 music related DMCA notifications each year on Twitch. Beginning in May, however, representatives for the major record labels started sending thousands of DMCA notifications each week to targeted creators' archives, mostly for snippets of tracks and years-old clips. Twitch explained. We continue to receive large batches of notifications, and we do not expect them to slow down.
But what's messed up though is like, how are they like getting a DMCA on a clip that's already been deleted? Is like, what do you have at that point? Like you as a streamer, like you can't do anything at that point. Like it's already been deleted. Like what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, Devin Nash, who's a partner streamer, I believe, saying the same thing. Like, what do you like you just said? Their solution to DMCA is for creators to delete their life's work. This is pure gross negligence. I mean, they've known this is happening, yet they didn't really do much. I mean, does that mean? I mean, VTubers are still safe. I mean, not VTubers, but I mean, playing VTuber clips, that's still safe unless they're using some non-safe music. But their only solution was for you to use, and they have an article up here, if you're looking at the stream right now, that explains, I guess, everything that's happening in terms of copyright law.
They
and
emailed this to every
yourself.
Twitch. You got this email, right?
I didn't check it. I checked the news, but no, I'm sure
like,
I did.
Oh, Twitch, I would delete.
Yeah. I was like, Twitch, what are they talking about? This is one of those things where I have to like yearly sign off my life. Like, hey, we have a policy change. Good, cool.
Nah, they sent this like everyone. Like I got this email.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it was just saying you can do that. What the thing I love about the most is you can use Soundtrack by Twitch,
which is cool, I guess. But I'm not using Soundtrack by Twitch.
So I downloaded Soundtrack by Twitch.
Oh, you tried it out?
The week before this whole email was sent.
Is it
It's
cool?
good.
Does it have good
It's
music on
good.
there? Oh
It's
yeah.
got good. It's got great music. This is
Oh yeah.
so I pay for pretzels. I pay for pretzel. I've used Game Chops, but pretzel has it's a paid service. Pay my
And it has like
$5 to $10, and it's great.
yeah, it has a lot of
It's all
music,
right.
but it has a lot of stuff that I don't know.
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
thing.
So
Yeah,
I checked out the R&B rap category, and I was
but
like,
not good. Not good.
no, it was extraordinarily great.
Oh yeah.
And then, literally 2 hours later, a story from Variety came out from Variety News. It said, so majority of the songs on Twitch's soundtrack have not been okayed by the RIAA.
That's yeah. Okay, so it's not a good site
Too
or not a
good
good
to
sign
be
then. Yeah.
too good to be true. Too good to be true. I was like, yeah, this was really good music. So their solution is for you to use something that, unfortunately, well, hey, you can use Monster Cat Gold or Soundstripe
I
or
would personally
Streambeats.
like I would use or Streambeat sure. I would use Gold Monster Cat Gold personally just because before even I started streaming or anything like that, I was legitimately a fan of Monster Cat music.
Okay.
Like I was legitimately like purchasing their albums and like actually just listening to their music.
Which it seems like they've got a pretty good artist collection.
Oh,
over here.
they've I started listening to Monster Cat like in 2012 or something, right? Like when I moved to Japan. And just in the last 8 years, they've grown to just become this gigantic EDM label with a huge catalog of actually good artists. Like you're looking at Infected Mushrooms, like they're legit. Pixel Terror is really good. Pegbird Nerds, sorry, they're all good. Like these are all really good artists. So.
This is I haven't checked it out, but it seems like something like because you're right. Like Pretzels is like hit or miss, right? Like their chill channel sometimes doesn't have chill music. It's kind
I
of
remember,
strange.
yeah, I had chill on when
like,
I was streaming, and then I was like, this is not chill at all. What is this?
Yeah, it's something else. So definitely go and check these kind of services out if you are streaming and protect yourself. I mean, as long as you're doing it right, they can't do anything to you unless you give them ammo to do so. But Twitch, I gotta say, you got some nerves because I tuned in for GlitchCon. So I had to figure out what in the world GlitchCon was.
Oh, did you get any cool drops for GlitchCon?
No, I didn't get any cool drops. I just saw T-Pain hosting and some cool DJs.
That
literally,
sucks.
Twitch celebrating music in the face of. I mean, it was
yeah,
already
the DMCA thing going on. Yeah,
it has had me. But that's that's one thing that happened. And finally, got a couple more news stories left, so we're gonna finish this up, hit it off, run home. Yeah. Whoa. Eh's asking what a GlitchCon is.
It's Twitch's like what is it? Event basically. It's usually in person. They do like a GlitchCon event I think 2 times a year, 2 different locations where the streamers come together. It's a convention, right?
Yeah, it's a
and you can like meet like your favorite streamer. They do a lot of their announcements at GlitchCon. But just because it's COVID this year, it's online now.
Yeah, and I mean they had some really cool DJs that were there that were playing. I went to the after party. That's what I did. I was at the after party.
Oh yeah, you went to the after party.
I went to the after party. It was really good. They had some good DJs from all around the world, and I was like, yo, this is awesome.
Wasn't T-Pain was there?
Yeah, T-Pain was hosting. I was like, yo, what's up, T-Pain?
Yeah,
what's up? What's up?
Yeah,
Well, here it is. Where T-Pain up?
He's like, what's up? I'm T-Pain. I'm at GlitchCon. Yeah, I don't know if you can play. It'd be funny if you got DMCA'd for unmuting that. Yeah,
you're right. They might. Oh gosh, you're right. They might DMC the stream just for me playing T-Pain over here. It's your own thing, Twitch. Don't do it to me.
It's okay. I couldn't hear it. The stream probably heard it, but I couldn't hear it because I'm talking to you on Discord. So it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm like freaking out, like, all right, Katana.
No, I couldn't hear it just because I'm on Discord, but yeah. So.
And then just checking in with VR. So we got some cool VR news, at least for Oculus Quest 2 owners.
Ooh, 90 hertz.
90, not 120, but
boy.
It's still good. If you got yourself an Oculus Quest 2, this update is going to allow you to do 90 hertz refresh rate. But here's the catch: you will need to use the link. You got to hook it up to your computer.
They need like the extra bandwidth, or what's the deal?
You need the extra. It just needs the extra power. I assume is that the whole thing. So, if you connect your Oculus 2 to your PC via the Oculus Link cable, or a USB 3.0 cable, you'll be able to toggle between 72 hertz, 80 hertz, and 90 hertz through the app.
It's probably bandwidth. That's whatever they're using right now doesn't have. Like they need Yeah, they just need more data throughput.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good news at least. It's not a bad thing. So
right.
It seems like older games, well, Super Hot, Echo VR, Beat Saber, Job Simulator, some other big games, Tetris Effect, hopefully Tetris Effect and some other games.
Hopefully Tetris Effect, yeah.
Hopefully Tetris Effect and Res Infinite. But at least the other ones, they're definitely going to be taking advantage of this and being patched to do 90 hertz, up to 90 hertz. There we go. I guess that's up to is better. And closing out the news, I got to say, this was confusing because I had to read it a couple times, but Nioh Collection is announced for PS5 launching.
Is that 1 and 2, or is that just 2
February.
and the DLC?
So here is the thing. I'm just going to scroll all the way down so everyone can see this already. It has saying, ew, Facebook, but Facebook, it has my back. I'm just playing. Does not. Anyways, Nioh 2, the complete edition, available on PS4. Nioh 2 Remastered, the complete edition, available on PS5. Nioh Remastered, the complete edition, available on PS5.
Okay.
Nioh 2 Nioh Collection.
That's 1 and 2.
Available on PS5. Yeah. So Nioh Collection is the one that you want. That has 1 and 2 remastered, plus all of the DLC for 3. The last bit of DLC for 3 is coming out in November.
For 2, you mean, not 3.
2. Sorry, you're right. For 2. For 2 is coming out in November this year. So it seems kind of crazy they're releasing 4 versions of a game. Well, I mean, it's not 4 versions. It's just took me a while to actually get this.
Okay, but the PC's getting the collection, which is 1 and 2? No?
No. At least in this story. I didn't see anything in this
PC's
story.
only getting Nioh 2.
It's PC getting do you know what PC's getting? I didn't see it in this
I'll go look
story.
it up right now. I'm on Steam actually, yeah.
So the PS5 versions of these games are going to have 4K resolution up to 120 FPS.
Okay, so the PC's getting Nioh 2 complete edition.
Okay, Nioh 2. Okay, so it'll just be Nioh 2 with all the DLC then.
It'd be Nioh 2 with all DLC. That's coming from February 5th for PC.
Which is good for me. I mean, I have Nioh 1, the I guess complete edition.
Well, Nioh 1's on sale right now for mega cheap, like really cheap.
Is it cheaper than $20?
Yeah, it would be actually, because I'm looking at it in CAD and it's cheaper than 20 CAD. It's really cheap.
Well, I still have to finish Nioh 1, so that's we'll do it. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, if you haven't played Nioh 2, it's a good game. It's good stuff.
Are you gonna get Nioh 2 on PC?
I am, but I don't know if I need to do it after I beat 1 or not. It's not connected story wise. It has. I mean, it's nothing, but I just kind of want to beat 1 first and then kind of go through 2. I know you're playing Yakuza. Oh, I said it. I said Yakuza. Yakuza. I said Yakuza.
Yeah. No.
Yakuza. Yeah, you're playing Yakuza 0 right now.
Yeah. Not like right now. Not like literally right now, but like yeah. That'd be funny. I thought about it. I literally thought about playing.
You can do it. You can do it. You can just literally be streaming inside this window right now.
I could be, yeah.
That would be crazy. But yeah, so you're playing that, and then you've already got 7, right?
No, I didn't buy 7. I thought about it, but I will buy 7. The thing is like I was gonna like I want to play 7, but I want to finish 0 first because I'm streaming 0, and I don't want to be like, hey guys, let's watch 0. Now let's watch 7. Now let's watch 0. Let's watch 7. Like I don't want to do that. So I want to like finish 0 before I even touch 7. So I didn't even buy 7 yet.
Okay, I mean that makes sense because 7. Yeah, I'm with Ehe. I can't buy it because of region lock. So
yeah, I can though. But like, well, you can buy it on PS4 if you just get a capture card. Yeah,
just get that capture card, which is fine.
I just play it in Japanese.
Oh no, I just don't want to do it in Japanese.
Oh no, you can download it. You can download it from the US.
You're right. I can just do that.
Yes, you can play it now if you want to.
So my option is that I'm actually going to be playing Judgment eventually.
Okay.
So like and then I'll play 7 eventually too because 7 looks good. 7 looks like it's just stupid fun. Yeah. I've seen like a couple streamers just playing it and just messing around. I mean, could you call the game? I don't even think you call it messing around. The game itself is just a joke itself.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Yakuza games. Like Yakuza games are just so crazy. They're so silly because like, at one moment you have like a really serious crime drama, and then like literally as soon as that cutscene ends, you're just doing something really wacky. Like it's just like without even missing a beat. It's just like it's like, man, what is this game? It's ridiculous.
It's it is what it is, man. I don't know. And then, a lot of that fun kind of wacky stuff you had to do in games. Like, so you say like Saints Row, right? Saints Row,
sure,
or GTA. There's another one I'm missing, but like Saints Row is completely just crazy in and of itself. It doesn't even make sense. It just is what it is, right?
Yeah, it's really
Crackdown
wacky. It's always
kind
just
of in that
wacky,
vein.
right? Yeah.
But they get kind of arcadey, unbelievable, right? But
Right,
Yakuza, and then in Grand Theft Auto is like, you can play it properly, or you can just play it like, going off and doing whatever you want to, kind of crazy stuff. But it's always blowing stuff up. But in Yakuza, it's like this calm, collected chaos that they've made for you to have fun.
But the story of Yakuza is always very serious. Like, it's actually legit. Yeah. Like, it's a really serious story. But then anything just between the story cutscenes, that's when it gets like, oh, I'm going to go... Oh, man, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, so yesterday, I was in a cutscene, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like a serious fight. So I'm at a bar, and then it's like serious drama time. This guy comes in, he's like bloody, and then like this Yakuza boss comes in, and you go, he's like, looks like our boys want to talk to you. You step outside, you have this huge brawl, and he's like, you better hide. And you're like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then it's cutscene ends, and then after that, this one guy's like, hey, want to see something cool? And you're like, okay. And he takes you to an underground catfighting ring. It's just like ladies in bikinis who are just fighting. What? And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. That's cool, I guess.
Oh, man. So, yeah. And in 7, they just keep it going, and it's amped up. So if you definitely want to check out that game series, check it out. It's out. It's got great reviews.
It's a good game. Honestly, like, it's really fun. So, like, I always recommend the Yakuza series to people just because it's like, you're gonna have a fun time with it eventually. Eventually you're gonna find like a side quest that really makes you laugh or something like that.
Yeah. So there we go. It was a pretty good show today. Do you have anything you want to say? Any closing remarks? Yappe.
That's really funny. That's Fubuki streaming Phasmophobia.
She said that so calmed. Like,
yeah, she's like,
oh crap.
She has the spirit box out, and she's just like Henji shite kudasai. Appeal shite kudasai. And then it's like silence for a little bit, and then it's like attack, and then she pauses for like a full 4 seconds, and then she's just like, yeah, bet.
She's like, so
funny.
No.
It's really funny. Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah there's some fun stuff that they've been doing. I've been watching a couple of the streams at work, or at least having some of them on
in the background,
while my coworkers have been coercing me, hey, you should watch these. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I can't watch.
But that Fubuki moment is so funny. Just the way she's like, Henji shite kudasai. Appeal shite kudasai. Yeah, bet.
Oh man, Phasmophobia. Shout out to Boner Jams as well, breaking the games for me. I played a little bit with him over the weekend, and we doing still trying to aggravate ghosts, still trying to aggravate those ghosts. And
I don't have the guts to like really piss them off.
Ghost, get your butt over here now.
Yeah, I've been playing, but like I don't have the guts to like really piss them off.
Oh man, Ed, thanks for being here. Also, Khan as well for being in the chat and providing your knowledge and host and insight. Now, remember, everyone, you can find us here. We're going to be on Twitch every Monday, Japan Standard Time. Every Monday.
Japan Standard Time? Oh, yeah, it is Japan. It is JST, right?
Yeah. Probably, I would say like we start typically around 9 p.m.
It's just because there's no such thing as like Japan Unstandard Time. It's just like, to me, it's just Japan time.
It's just Japan time.
Yeah.
We'll be on Japan time, everybody.
Yeah.
So you can join the chat as well. And also, feel free, leave us a review if you're listening to this on iTunes or Google Play Podcasts, Amazon Music. Any place you're listening, leave a review for us. We definitely love that. And I think that's it. Tell your friends about us. We enjoy podcasting. We hope you enjoy the show. And we'll be back next week for episode number 60 of the Unknown Games podcast. Remember,
man, what are we going to do for 69?
60. You're in charge of that.
All right.
You're in charge of the celebration. You can do a giveaway. You can however you like.
Sure. I'm excited.
As long as it doesn't get us banned from Twitch.
Oh, sure.
I mean, you can just play music.
Gonna set up an OnlyFans.
Oh gosh, Still don't know what that is completely, but
look up right now. Onlyfans.com. Do it right now. Do it on stream.
Everybody, remember, you set the tone. Go have some fun. Play your new game, your next gen consoles if you have one. If you want to buy one for $32,000, that is your right. Remember, that's your right.
Yeah,
I don't encourage you to do it, but if you want to, do it in a safe way. We'll catch you next time. Ed just wants another VTuber episode.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll see y'all later. Peace.